that's a very direct example of lobbying, you may say, about something not tremendously important. But most of the time, yes, it's fairly subtle stuff, and it's about getting people to talk to other people. The difference, of course, is that if most of us tried this with ministers, we wouldn't get a second hearing. But because it's the Prince of Wales, he's taken seriously, and things happen as a result of his correspondence.
You mentioned a letter. There's one letter apparently talking about the restoration of historical sites, which I think showed. And dear Ben, that I'm guessing would be Ben Bradshaw, who was then in the Culture Department. And I can't read that, but
neither of us can read it. I wonder if we can get it put up on the screen behind us. This is a different letter which I have got on the iPad here. This is part of this correspondence with the Department of Communities. Again, he's talking about the built environment and its decay. Terrible loss of value, he says, represented by decaying buildings such as Denbigh Hospital in Wales, Tor Vale Mill in Derbyshire. It makes me weep, he says. In both these cases, my trust has sympathetic developers and sponsors waiting in the wings, and yet the councils still prevaricate countless opportunities for providing a mixed form of housing tenure in attractive surroundings are being tragically and scandalously lost. He points to what he calls a more positive example at Anchor Mills in Paisley now. He says a successful mixed-use development after years of effort by his trust and the intervention of Renfrewshire Council. And he wants ministers to talk to his people about how they can use this model and employ this model elsewhere. And that's, fairly typical. It's arguable, I suppose, that if you were a commoner and you ran a trust such as this, an exercise such as this, you would get a hearing from ministers, even if you weren't the Prince of Wales. But it unquestionably helps him to get access and get his opinions.
Have another look. And while you're doing this, just explain how we've come to this. It was the Guardian newspaper, a 5-year legal battle in which they tried to get these letters published. They eventually won. They didn't